People, specifically if you ride a sport bike, a long ride could be a couple hours. But when we're talking about long ride, we're referencing a week long ride, 2-week long rides, you know, actual trips, cross country, cross states, things like that. And there's some key things to think about. The first of which is something that I struggle with in telling people I work with: don't overpack. Because overpacking is the biggest mistake you have. First, you're weighing your bike down, too many things go wrong, then you can't find the stuff you need, you end up losing stuff. Try to keep it short and simple. Everyone knows the acronym KISS. Keep it simple. Not going to call anybody stupid, but we got the point. But yeah, so when we're talking long trips, the first thing to make sure is we have a bike suited for it. So you can take a long trip on a sport bike. It may not be the best idea. So definitely something that can carry bags. That way you're not carrying a book bag on your back the entire time. Second, what to pack for your long trip is a huge recommendation I have is vacuum sealed bags or any kind of plastic bag that you can close. One of the biggest mistakes most people overlook is the fact that you cannot predict the weather. No matter how much you look at the Weather Channel app or whatever it may be, you have all your clothes, your electronics, everything you need, and the first thing that happens is it rains, gets too much moisture, and now everything's broken, and that sucks. So, plastic bags. The next part that compounds with that is to have gear for all occasions. Even if you are riding across the south, you may assume in the middle of summer it's going to be warm. But what happens when a cold front comes through and you're on your bike? That's a very quick way to not only, get pneumonia, hypothermia, anything like that, but a good way to just have a terrible ride. It's no fun when you're miserable on a motorcycle for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours and you just want to get off. It kind of takes the point away of having the cross-country trip. But I don't want to sit here and just lecture. The first thing I want to do is figure out longest trips everyone's taken. That way we can get a good assessment of like what you guys have done and any best practices. So start with you guys. 7 days. From where to where? From Dublin to Dublin? Oh, like a loop? So I'm guessing you guys aren't from here.
No, we are.
Oh, what did you guys ride for? Oh, I need to know more about this. Is this like a
Celtic rider?
It's like a trip you signed up for? That sounds kind of cool.
He's got a booth right over here.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you guys ride for the trip? It's a good bike for it. Good solid bike. Did you both drive, or did someone you guys shared the two up? Awesome. It's good to hear. So I think that's an interesting dynamic there, though, because it wasn't only just packed for your ride. You have to pack for flights international and then do it. So I guess I know my co-host Monique, she actually has done that, like traveled internationally and then packed for that. But did you guys? Because now I'm curious. Did you like take luggage and leave it somewhere, or how did that work for you?
Yeah, we packed for both the trip and for the motorcycle trip. Okay. So we left our stuff at their shop.
And did they provide gear?
Yes.
What is it called? Celtic Ride?
Celtic Rider.
Sorry.
Celtic Rider.
Yeah.
So let's jump back. I see you gentlemen right here. What's the longest trip you guys have been on? Short? 3
days.
3 days?
Yeah.
From where to where?
Here, down to Fredericksburg, and all around down to Fredericksburg.
Okay. What did you ride for that? So what did you ride for that?
We start 1300.
Good bike. Good bike. Does it you have any like bags or anything added to it, or
Yeah,
just?
I put this was the tour model, had the trunk, I added a trunk on that.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Awesome. How about you gents over here? Longest ride? 10 hours? What kind of bike was it? I get it. A CBR 300 for 10 hours? Jesus. Were you at Redline the entire time, just bouncing off the limiter, trying to keep up? What kind of bikes were you riding with? Like, who were you with that you did a 10-hour ride?
Solo.
From where to where?
So from Phoenix, Arizona to New Mexico.
How about you?
I'm new to riding.
New to riding? How new? What do you ride?
On the CB500S.
Okay.
I just started like a month or two ago.
Motorcycle riders, you're now addicted. You can't leave. We won't let you. You had a blood oath. No, I'm playing. But that's awesome to hear. So I guess it is good, obviously, to have friends, it looks like, that do ride. You know, they can teach you good things or bad things. Hopefully they're not teaching the bad things, because that's not what friends are for all the time. But no, it is good. So I think you have a great bike to learn on, good foundation, everything like that. How about you, sir?
Yeah, I did a couple days in Utah, Taylor 650.
Okay.
And then 2 days. What's that? Yeah, camping for sure. And then we did camping. We rode from Killeen, Texas to the Three Sisters down south Texas. Camped out in hammocks and just rode back.
That's cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. So you don't ride a lot on street, or just mostly just?
I live in Texas now, so it's not hard off.
Are you from Utah?
No, that was a military summer.
Okay. Awesome.
So I live in BC.
Bistro. Did you ride here today? That's the real assessment of what we have going
Did we
on.
ride today? No, we decided not to.
It's,
We wanted to, but it's going to be cold both ways.
so it caught me off guard coming in. I got off the plane. It was 37 degrees. Almost had a heart attack. I did not realize that Dallas got cold. I feel like that should be, more national news. I was under assumption that it was like LA, just warm all the time. I've gone so sensitive that it's like less than 55. I feel like it's snowing outside. So I got here and I was like, yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it. All right, Johnny, you're up front. Longest ride.
I go like 5 months.
5 months. Oh, he does have a cool story. 5 months. Wasn't it Ecuador or something like
From
that?
San Diego to Panama and back to Houston.
San Diego, Panama, back to Houston. So, Johnny wins miles right now. I'll give him that. Congratulations. No, that's really cool. I know. Actually, I forgot. I know Johnny. I know he has some cool pictures and stories. So, for some long trips. So, cool. I get. It seems like a lot of people here, outside of the gentleman right here, do have some experience riding. So, as far as like distance and everything goes, but I guess it's like the only key takeaway that I can have is there's better technology now than ever for gear that you can ride out. I know some of the newer lock boxes, they have created a ridiculous amount more. You hear the feedback? It's like a lot more space that you can have, and I've seen a lot of adaptations finally for like people that are more interested in sport bikes, that you can put boxes on them as well. So I know one of the key issues we had before, we had to mock up things for them and put like jerry rig handlebars on, like full length bars, instead of being able to. Now we can actually go find upper triple clamps for pretty much any sport bike out there. So you can actually retrofit pretty much any bike. I still wouldn't recommend it the most, but I guess it's the best assessment. So. Cool. I don't really have much for everyone else who's already experienced and done trips. I would recommend, if you have not yet, though, got a chance to ride the Zero bikes, please do. I don't work for Zero, so I'm not trying to sell you on anything. They are a blast to ride. I rode with one in Hollywood, and it kept up with my R1 from 0 to 60, and I was very upset with that. So they're a lot of fun. The Yamaha Power Assist bikes are actually really fun here, too. Their top speed inside is faster than the Zeros, because we are trying to create new riders here. So yeah, I'm Jordan Diggs, and thanks for chatting with me, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.